Good morning. So as we were reciting liberating prayer, sometimes when we're engaging in our prayers, certain lines or meanings get like added emphasis or specific importance just through some causes and conditions. And as we were engaging in our precious liberating prayer from Geshe-la's heart, we use this prayer so many times a day, and through his kindness we've naturally learnt it off by heart through the power of repetition, and we'll be able to use it at any time when we're trapped in a car accident, when we're seriously sick in hospital, when something difficult's happening, we've nothing with us, and we can immediately, O Blessed One, Shakyamuni Buddha, and from our heart start speaking to our Guru, Je Tsongkhapa, Buddha Shakyamuni, and Haruka. We said, our precious spiritual guide, we say, please give me the light of your wisdom. And I'm like, please give me the light of your wisdom. So, as I said yesterday, our requesting is so important. Do we mean it? Please give me the light of your wisdom. That's what I want inside my heart, that inner light, until I have the inner light that is the inner light of enlightenment. So we say, please give me the light of your wisdom to dispel the darkness of my mind and to heal my mental continuum. So if we make this prayer sincerely and we carry the meaning of this prayer into our daily life in companionship with our spiritual guide, he will give us the light of his wisdom. We're his disciples. We're his faithful disciples. There's nothing Venerable Geshe-la wishes for more than for all of us to realize emptiness correctly. Nothing. As I've mentioned, it's why he's appearing. So I'd like to just start this teaching, because we don't have long. I'd like to just start by saying there's so many things we can do in our daily life right now to be creating the causes to really understand the profound teachings we're being given from his heart. So there's a couple of things that we can do that aren't so good. One is we can get discouraged. So when we have the opportunity, and I hope everyone here has the opportunity to study, for example, the New Heart of Wisdom on teacher training program, on foundation program, on special teacher training program, and I think we all know it is indeed special teacher training program. And if that's not possible, then I'd like to encourage you to read it yourself in Venerable Geshe-la's presence. And with each paragraph, each sentence, you can just ask, please reveal the meaning of this to me. Even that simple, faithful approach will bring extraordinary results. So Geshe-la encourages us at the beginning of New Heart of Wisdom, and I think he does it for a reason. He says, don't get discouraged. Because, I don't know, we're funny, aren't we? We're like, please, release me from all my suffering, please. Then Je Tsongkhapa says, okay, but we can do that. Together we can do that. You're going to need to develop Buddha's ultimate view and intention. These are profound views and intentions, but then your suffering will completely cease and you'll have the ability to share that experience with others and help their suffering completely cease too. And then we start with things like form is empty. We're like, ooh, I don't know, it's too hard for me. So from one point of view, I think we all think that. I think we all think it's too hard for me. So who is it then that's going to realize emptiness? People who don't get these teachings? So this mind is just an aspect of our self-cherishing and our self-grasping. You know, Buddha's telling us, you've got an inner poison, a troublemaker. It's called self-grasping ignorance. It believes things to exist in a way that they do not. And then, when Buddha begins to tell us how things do exist, that everything lacks independent, true existence, lacks existence from its own side, somehow our grasping gets stronger. Like, I don't understand. Sometimes we even think it's not clear enough. So let's just sort that one out from the beginning. We couldn't have clearer teachings. What's not clear is our cloudy mind, which is why we need to accumulate merit and purify negativity alongside studying in the company with the blessings of our spiritual guide and meditating on what we've understood. We also need a pure intention. We need to think, what's appearing for us? The liberating path. The instructions are appearing that if we gain experience of these instructions, we will realize emptiness correctly. We will realize that appearance and emptiness are one entity, one object, two names. We'll realize Buddha's ultimate view and intention. Then we will have the ability, through our own suffering completely ceasing, all our own faults and their imprints disappearing. Geshe-la's deepest wish is that we share our experience with others. Then we can accomplish world peace, the permanent cessation of all suffering for everybody, through the permanent cessation of delusions in living beings' hearts. So if we have this good intention that we want to realize emptiness because others are suffering, and if this is the method by which suffering ceases, I want to learn what it is. You know, at the moment with ordinary diseases like Ebola, there are people working so hard to find a cure to Ebola. There's even people who have had Ebola, survived. Like, I think he's a British nurse. And the first thing he thinks is, I want to go back, take my blood. It's like, take my blood and use my blood, because my blood has got, it's survived Ebola. It's got characteristics that perhaps will help other people. So in the same way, you know, that's one disease. The eradication of that disease isn't going to take sickness away from this world. We want a world that is permanently free from sickness. That world only arises from within emptiness. There's no other method by which to accomplish a world that's permanently free from sickness, aging, death, and any type of suffering. So then we need to think, if we have this good heart, because I think discouragement is a real enemy. When everything is gathered together, we need joy. We need joy. We need to think, yep, I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed. I am not, and our Guru knows that, I am not the sharpest tool in the shed. And Je Tsongkhapa says to us, don't worry, this medicine's for everybody. I can help you realize emptiness. Let's try together. I'll give you perfect conditions.